What's up, guys? Real quick, wanted to put in an intro here just to let you know, please stick around to the end. I show my first trip in, but I do take my backpack and GoPro off because it was so crowded. So be sure to stick around to the end. I do show some other items because I made a second trip in and you won't want to miss it. So thank you. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and the channel is 540 Flips. Coming at you at about 10:15 Eastern Time on Friday. I made a decision to go hit an estate sale. It kind of rained this morning, so there was no yard sales or anything going on in the area. So should be a bunch tomorrow. But I was undecided on this estate sale. It is a packed house. So I will say that it looked like a ton of stuff in this house. However, it looked like the stuff that's not really, I shouldn't say isn't resellable, but it's not the type of stuff that, you know, I really go after. It looked, honestly, the way I profiled the house, it looked like an elderly lady's home that was big into crafting and dolls and like sets of dishes and things like that. So I don't know exactly what we'll find. It says there's some clothes, both men, women's and kids and everything. It said there's some tools, but the one thing, there's one item that I'm going for and I'm hoping I can get it. Well, actually it's 6 of them. I'm going to be cutting it close because the sale does start at noon and I have to stop and get gas, traffic, all of that. I should get there just before noon, but I don't know if anybody else is going to go after this particular, what this item is, or if they know that there's value to it. So we're going to see. I don't want to spoil it before we get there. I'm going to try to take you guys along and film at the sale and kind of look around and see what we can find. I told my wife right when I was just leaving the house, I said, you know, this almost feels like the first estate sale I ever went to back when I started reselling last year. But anyway, enough chatting right now. I'm gonna get on the road, heading out. Got to get gas. It's a beautiful day right now. Just kind of show you guys, beautiful day. It was raining earlier, but it's a nice mid 60s, just light cloudy blue sky. So let's go get it, guys, see what we can get. So I told you guys it was a beautiful day, and about 15 miles away from my destination, and the temperature has dropped, the wind is going crazy, and it is raining off and on. As you can tell, the sky is now darker and so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully things clear up. I didn't think it was supposed to rain anymore today, so maybe this is just passing. I don't know. We'll see how it affects like the crowd, see how many people's here. It's also in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this is literally, I've been taking back roads this whole time. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a good sale, and if not, you know, it's not even noon. The sale starts at noon, so it's not like I'm killing my day or anything. Still can get home, have plenty of time for the rest of the day, and tomorrow should have good sales as well. But we will be there shortly, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Just wanted to show you the weather update. Alright, I'm going to do a voiceover here instead of all of the background noise with so many people talking and the IKEA bags and everything else. So right here, as you see, I first hit the bathroom and I have the little pop-up here, the items I came for. These are Tone cocoa butter, like moisturizing soap. That was the item that I said in the beginning that I was coming to look for. And hopefully to get. They were $1 a piece. I'll show that later on. But they sell for a pretty good amount. So I was happy to get in there and get those. I wasn't sure if anybody would go after them. Right here, I'm looking at some perfumes, but I did not have my reading glasses, so you'll see in a minute I will take my phone camera. This is something I do at sales if I don't have my reading glasses, because I cannot see small fine print and stuff, so I will use the camera and zoom in and help me actually see what I'm trying to read. So this perfume here, not too bad. I'd never heard of the brand before. One bottle is about probably 55% full. The other one I believe is new, just without the box. So not too bad on those. And I stick around because I do show everything that I get at the end. And I do make a second trip, like I said in the beginning. So be sure to stick around. Comment below. Let me know, did I miss anything? Is there anything you would have picked up? Would you have, how would you have done at this sale? Because it honestly, I got a little touch of anxiety. It was, you'll see, it was so much stuff here and a lot of breakables and a lot of people in a crowded space. I am impressed at how much stuff this place had. And I don't know how the owners had everything in this house. It was, I believe somebody said they looked it up and it was a 1,200 square foot house. And it is amazing the amount of stuff that was set up at this estate sale, especially for the size of this house. So let me know. Is there anything I missed? It's probably likely, but it was a scenario where it was a bit overwhelming, a bit anxiety-inducing. This here is it was a lemongrass bar soap. I got that. I actually got it. I thought my daughter would like it. And part of the reason I'm doing this voiceover too, I realized I kind of whisper talk to myself. I guess think out loud in a silent whisper, but you can't really, it's not too audible on the recording. So I'm kind of walking around and it just sounds like I'm whispering. So that was a little awkward. I'll have to teach myself not to do that. But I think it's just my thought process and just being there by myself and just kind of talking things out. Here I found these little Tyco. It's a diesel engine HO scale with a matching caboose, but you see $29.99. That was a similar one. The one here isn't much better, and they had it priced at $32, so way too high to pick up for resale. It was in nice condition though. I don't know for sure if they were brand new, but nice condition overall, just too high priced, as with a lot of things here. There was a lot of people here because there was Hummels and just some other things, but I didn't see a ton of people buying things. A lot of stuff anyway. I do know that a couple people had said they were looking for furniture. This room to the left, that room I did not go into, and again, stick around to the end because I actually go back and go into that room and got surprised at some of the finds I got. So in here I was kind of looking through the clothes, trying to see what it said: men's, women's, and kids. I did not, well, let me say I didn't see any men's. I found a very small selection and it was way too high priced to pick anything up. Here was a bunch of stationery and stuff. There was some coloring books and crayons over on the other table, just all sorts. Whoever owned this house and all of this stuff, they loved to shop. You can tell how many pictures are hanging on the wall. This place was filled. And all right, so here's the closet. This had some men's coats in there. I grabbed these hats out to take a look at them. I try to get out of the way because you can tell how narrow that hallway is. Me and this gentleman do a little dance trying to get in the kitchen there. I was trying to get out of the way. And unfortunately, it was all for nil. They had the hats priced at $10 a piece in this basket. That was a nice hat there. New Era Diamond Collection. Baltimore Orioles. Orioles stuff is pretty good right now, but not at $10. There was no meat on the bone. So unfortunately, as much as I like to buy hats, I had to put this bin of hats back. Again, stick around to the end. I do find another bin later that was better priced. Nothing too crazy, but a couple cool finds. So I try to get back over here and put the hat bin away. It was crowded, crowded, tight, filled, yeah. So here was a Columbia jacket. It was priced at $24, I think. So again, just too high priced to do much with. And it was pretty much American Eagle, that kind of stuff, and just priced pretty firmly. I also was very surprised at the estate company. With so many items in here, they must have took a long time to prepare this sale, because nearly everything was individually priced. They did have some baskets, spread around, that would be like $1 each, $3 each, whatever, and just have a basket full of stuff. But almost everything was individually priced, so this had to be an insane undertaking. This blue bowl that you've seen right there on that table, I do pick that up. I am not a great glass person. It looked cool, but I didn't know what it was, and it was just too tight a space in there. I probably should have Google Lensed it just to see what came up, but they had it priced at $21. I didn't know if Tim happens to watch this, please let me know. Should I have grabbed that? This little starfish thing was kind of cool too. It was priced at $9, but again, there was no markings, no nothing like that. And I was just trying to get out of the way. There was like so much foot traffic and so little space. You see this room here. This is where the anxiety hit me. I said, I think 3 times in this room, so much glass because of all the plates. And you heard me in the beginning say that I thought this house, the stuff here was, someone that did dish sets and things like that. And as you see, this was part of what I was seeing in the pictures. Crazy enough, there was more on the back, like through that back glass door, out there outside. But I didn't go out there and look on this trip. I did, make the second trip. I go outside here, go over to the garage, was looking to see maybe if there was any tools. There's a young girl running around, and it was just, it got a little bit overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm normally pretty good around the people and everything, but I was scared of the glass. I was trying to actually clip a portion when I was in here in the garage, because there was actually someone that knocked over a piece of glass, and you can faintly hear it in the background, and you hear someone say, "Uh-oh." And that happened about 3 or 4 times in the short time I was at this sale. I was here less than an hour, I think, overall. And there was several pieces that got knocked and broken, which is why I did not bring my camera back in on my second trip, and why I say, stick around. I'll show you guys what I picked up. It was just too close quarters, too many breakables, too many people, too tight a space, all of those things. But here I'm looking at the tools. There was nothing that caught my eye. You see the bins there. The prices weren't terrible, but it was just nothing that I was looking for. It was a lot of non-branded or like Chinese low quality sockets and things like that. I did look at some of the hammers, but they were newer. I like finding the vintage, the antique jeweler hammers, that sort of thing. I've been doing pretty well on those. I was looking for any kind of nice ratchets. You see here, I pick up an adjustable wrench. It was a generic brand. So no tools here that I was interested in. The Dremel kit, I think they had that priced at like $22. I actually considered it, but I think I could probably get the pieces I need from Lowe's or something cheaper. So I left that alone. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff, just not a lot of stuff I was interested in. Here you see like faucets and things like that, but they were priced high. I think some of them were like maybe $12 to $20, somewhere in there. Just a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I was honestly surprised at the prices on some of it, because for the amount of stuff, I thought that they would have it priced a little bit cheaper, trying to get it moved. I will say that Saturday they do 50%, and Sunday will be 75%. So maybe some of the stuff will move out then. But today, like this first trip, actually all in total, you'll see, I did well, but I didn't buy a ton, and was very picky on what I bought. So here I just kind of look. The Christmas stuff, a lot of it, believe it or not, was Dollar General. So it was kind of that looks nice but low low value, low dollar, low quality things. So I think there was some of the cloth. I forgot the name of the person that does them. I know they do like rabbits and stuff too. I think they did have some of the Santas and stuff, but again, the prices were too high to have any meat on the bone to flip. But here I'm trying to just, get out of this corner back here and make my way through without running anybody over. And I browse at the Christmas and stuff. There was a lot of Easter stuff. There was a little bit of Halloween stuff, but it wasn't like spooky Halloween. It was kind of the cute Halloween, like, the real nice pumpkins and things like that. Kind of just, again, nothing too valuable, nothing high end or anything like that people kind of hunt for. Nothing really vintage even that I've seen. Or at least it didn't appear vintage. Let me rephrase that. So a lot of stuff just like, I don't know where this stuff would have been displayed. I don't know if they had a shop, a store somewhere. Like, I don't know where all of that stuff could have been displayed because the house wasn't big enough for all of that. And plus everything in the house. So, incredible to know that they had all of this stuff and that it was packed away somehow or organized or displayed. You've seen the walls were covered, so it might have been on display. I don't know, but a lot of stuff at this sale. Here I am. I'm checking out, with the few things I got. I think everything I bought on this go-around was out of that bathroom, and then my second go-around was out of that bedroom that I told you, as you've seen, I did not go into. So pretty much everything came out of 2 rooms. So but that's about it here for this part. Then I'll go back and show you guys everything that I actually picked up. So again, thank you for watching. Please comment below and let me know if I missed anything in this part.
$16.85.
Is there an additional charge for card? Okay, then I'll just pay with card. Thank you. Back at the house, I got everything laid out here. I'm going to go over it a little bit more so you guys can see everything I picked up, go over what I think it'll sell for, go over what I spent, and also because I made a second trip back in, but I did not have my GoPro on, because as you can see, there was very tight spaces and a lot of glass and everything. So I actually checked out with what I grabbed initially and put that all in the car, and then also put my backpack down that I have my GoPro on and went back in. So I want to show you guys everything. All right, the first bit here, we have this, okay? And when I said that I was going for a well, actually I said 6 items, or 1 item, but 6 of them. It was actually this tone, like soap, bar soap. And I was surprised. I know some of these soaps do really well. And when I looked them up, I think I can get at least like probably 80 bucks for this 6 bars. They go from anywhere from 80 to 120. Most of them are wrapped in the plastic still, like they're white boxes in a big 6-pack. This is 6 individuals. I think these actually came 2, 2, and 2. But anyway, not bad there. They were $1 a piece, so $6, and I think I'll be able to get at least 80, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. Next here is the perfume. I was not familiar with this name, and I was struggling with my vision there because I do have, I'm supposed to have bifocals, but I'm worried with my vertigo having the 2 lenses. So I wear a pair of glasses for like reading and everything, and then a pair of regular glasses. And I didn't have my reading glasses, but this is, I think it's called Guerlain, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. You see there, it says Paris on it. 2 bottles of that. This one costs $3, and this one here was $2. I think that at the least I should be able to get about 50 between both of them. Maybe a little bit more, but I think at least 50 for both bottles. So that's not too bad there. You know, $5 into 50, I'll take that. And then last was this high endurance Old Spice. It was a 3-pack with a little soap dish. I took a gamble on it. It was $4. Wasn't too sure. I think that would do about $12. And then there was also a lemongrass bar of soap. I picked that up. I thought my daughter and my wife might like that. So I gave that to them. So all total, you see here 6, and then 5 is 11, and then the 4 would be 15, and then the $1 for the other one. So it was $16 plus tax, $16.85. I think all total for this, I should be able to sell it for $142. So about almost 10x, probably what, 9x, I guess, on that little batch of stuff there. Now, I went back in, like I said, I did not record going back in. There was actually some people, some ladies with like purses and stuff that had knocked some glass over and things were getting broken. There was some younger people, not necessarily kids, but they weren't adults, and they were like running around and stuff. And when I had my backpack on with such a tight space with so many things and so many people, it was just hard to move around, and I was not wanting to break anything. And I also was feeling like I was in everybody's way. So I went back in real quick. There was a room. I'll try to take a snippet of which room it was that I did not go into. And I went back into that room, and I'll show you guys what I found in that room. I also went and looked outside the back patio and stuff, and in the other, there was a little side room where all the dishes were. I didn't go back in there initially. I went in there, but everything I got here was out of the 1 bedroom that I didn't go in the first time. And so what we have here, this is actually something that'll be familiar to hat folks, but it is an old McGregor Sports Specialties vintage New York Giants. You know, not the greatest thing, but not a bad hat. You know, there are Giants fans. And then here is, I figured baseball season, Yankees, they're doing pretty hot. UI Inc., not a brand that I had ever heard of, but a Yankee, vintage Yankee snapback. So I picked those up. These were actually in a different bin. You've seen me in the first bin. Those hats were like $10 each, some of them more. These were in another closet back in that back room, and these were $2 a piece, so I picked those 2 up. This here, Air Supply Greatest Hits vinyl. The neat thing, or the unique thing I thought with this one, is it is a special promotional copy of Jordache. So I thought that was kind of cool. It looks like there's only been a couple sold of it. Not the greatest thing in the world. I'm putting this at about $15, and then the hat's probably at about $15 a piece. So there's $45 there. But then, to my surprise, there was a closet. Well, not even a closet. It was kind of a little walk-in storage area. And there was a plastic basket. You've seen there was a lot of plastic baskets at this sale. There was a plastic basket of candles. And underneath of that plastic basket of candles was a Nintendo system. But behind that, there was these. And this is Castlevania 2. It does have, you know, little markings on the box, but otherwise it is in great shape. And I was shocked to find, because I don't find like games like this. There's a little bit of creasing right there. But overall, in really nice, presentable condition. It is complete in the box. And I also found Paperboy. And Paperboy's got a little bit more on the side over here. But again, decent overall condition on the box. And you've seen on the Paperboy there, these were $6 a piece. Now, I did not buy the Nintendo because it was marked at $90. And then there was 3 other games, but they were not in the box. They had Skate or Die, which is a cool game. I loved that game growing up. Wheel of Fortune, and then there was also ice hockey. It wasn't Blades of Steel or anything. It was just regular ice hockey. So it was those 3 games. And then they also had a copy of Mario Duck Hunt that went with the system, I believe. But they had the other games priced also at $6 each. So I took these 2. I have Paperboy estimated at about 50 bucks, and then the Castlevania, $85 I think would be easy to get on that one. So you had 45 there with the hats and vinyl, and then 135 on the games. That puts that at $180. And for those, I'll show you the ticket here. You see $4, that was for the vinyl, $4 for the 2 hats, and then $12 for the 2 games, made it $20 plus tax, $21.06. So I have $322 potential value here, and I spent $37.91. So I don't think that was too bad. You know, again, it was a Friday. The weather was not conducive of yard sales and stuff. It was a noon estate sale. I figured let's go take the drive and just see. There was so much stuff in there. I'm surprised there was not more. But I am proud of this, not specifically for like how much money is there. I have made this determination this year that I want to be better. I want to continue getting better at picking and everything. And I don't want, you know, it's not a bad thing to take chances and stuff, but I found that sometimes I would feel the need to just buy. It was like that FOMO, like I was gonna miss out if I left something behind, and you know, let's keep buying. And this was a great example. You know, this is one listing, this is one listing. I can probably do that one listing. These are one listing, or 2 listings. Hats are 2 listings in that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 listings here. That is not going to take long at all. And if I can turn that into $322 on $37, almost $38 spent. And I also wasn't at the sale very long. So time also is a very important factor. And I just want to start making sure that I maximize my time, but also maximize the quality of what I'm picking. You know, if it's a bulk buy, that's one thing. Like if I can buy a big bulk buy at a good price, that's a little bit different. But if I'm going to a sale like this, I want to get better and a bit more pickier at what I am buying. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with what I did there. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment below and let me know, do you like the picking videos? You know, I don't do a lot of them, but I want to try to do more this year. It is fun. I want to get better with getting the camera in position to where you guys can see what I'm looking at and that sort of thing. So let me know, do you enjoy them? And as always, guys, I appreciate all of you. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe, thumbs up, and comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.